This is my spirit journal that I have been working on feverishly. Anybody who has lost a loved one, who wants to connect with spirit and their guides, this is a great journal that's going to be available today. And this is a little preview. It's where you can record your signs and your messages, and it teaches you how to connect. And it also gives you a big long list of your guides. It is 96 pages long. It is a digital journal, but it's printable. So you can print it out if you want. And it has some worksheets in it. A lot of y'all know I channeled a message from your loved ones, and I've posted it in the group. This is going to be the first page of it. It's a beautiful message. It brings me to tears every time I reread it. Here's the contents of it, so you can see it's got a lot in it. So here it talks a little bit about spirit guides, and there are a ton of spirit guides. You'll see how many I have listed here, pages of different kind of spirit guides. So it tells you a little bit about the purpose of each one of the guides and how you can work with them, which is kind of pretty cool. And then I go in and talk about the secret language of spirit. And so this is the way that they communicate to you, the signs that you're going to receive, that you'll tune into. So I give a ton of examples of these signs and their meanings, which is really informative. It helps you kind of put it into perspective about in waking life, and you get a hit. Is it really a hit? And this tells you all about it. And so it'll help you realize how many signs they actually send you. Then I talk about the clairs, which are your extra senses that you have. And, that's what I use for mediumship. So I educate you about the clairs, because we all have some of these. Some people have all of them. Some people have one. Some people just haven't developed your clairs. I'm clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant. And so I can hear spirit. I can feel spirit. I can sense spirit. Sometimes I can smell spirit. But sometimes, I have tasted smoke in my mouth. And so that would be an example of clairgousiance. But I teach you about that. And then I show you how to use the journal. And so the first step in using the journal, you always want to say a prayer of protection just to hold the space. That is good energy coming in. Then you're going to pin your intention. You're going to talk about what you want to attain with your communication with your guides. And step 2 is going to be calling in spirit. So this is where you're actually going to say, hey, I need some help here. Start giving me some signs and validations because I'm struggling. The third step is starting to look for signs. And so this is where you're going to record the signs that you get, the messages that you receive, and the lessons that come with them. And so this is kind of like a little overview of how it works, how you can use this journal. And here's what one of the days look like. So you have 31 pages in this journal. You can really get a lot done in 30 days. So you're going to set your intentions, and you're going to check off your tasks here. You're going to set the day and the date here. This over here on the side is a word that you're going to practice for the day. So each day has a different word, but that's what you'll be focusing on. And here you're going to put your intentions down, what you need help with. But this is what the daily journal looks like. So you always want to record your gratitude. It raises your vibration. You want to record the signs that are showing up for you. An affirmation or a mantra is always good. The word here is just a short one that you can work with during the day. And then in the evening, you'll want to talk about your day and see what showed up for you. So it's a really nice space to record your findings. So I'm gonna zoom through here really quick because there's 30 days of it. Oh, and here's the journal prompt. So after you fill in those areas in the daily, there is going to be an area where you can actually write any epiphanies, any insights, any synchronicities that showed up for you to record, because as you record, and as you continue to work with spirit, you're going to get faster. The signs are going to be more apparent. You're going to just really be able to communicate like I communicate. And so this is a great journal that supports your development.
It's beautifully done, Sean.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love creating beautiful things.
It's amazing. It really is.
Thank you. So,
Yeah,
okay.
Once again, content and format, if you will, is just beautiful.
This has taken me quite a while to make. A little bit because I'm a perfectionist. I love things to flow and be beautiful. I love to produce quality content, not just, you know, a paragraph here and there. This is a final reflections page. And then I have a space for you to write the most important messages that you got over the 30 days. And then how it's changed you in these areas. So a lot of times people who are grieving, as all of you know, at some point, it really wreaks havoc on your world. And sometimes you can not even do your job. You can lose your job, you know, because you can't focus. And so when you start working with spirit and you start getting signs and you start feeling better and you have some closure, what happens is even areas like this, your career, your profession, money and financial, or even home and environment shift. They actually shift. And because the heaviness is lifting, you're able to tend to these areas. And so this page really talks about what are the changes that you've seen. And then some resources that I have. And then here's a little bio about me, a beautiful quote: Spirit never sugarcoats its insight and message for you. It speaks only truth on a need-to-know basis. It is persistent and fearless in its delivery. That is so true. That is my journal.